Don't forget to check out my Patreon where we have exclusive videos, link in description. We are doing NCT World 2.0, NCT Dream Mental Camping, Level Up Project, all seasons, Blackpink House, Twice TV, 16. We had Kingdom, Knowing Bros, Running Man, K-Dramas, and Hypen, GOT7, 17, and so much more. So link in description down below. Hey guys, Angie here, and today we're doing a IVE video. So we have Take It. So they only have 2 songs. Only 2. 11, iconic, we stan. But yeah, we only have 2. I'm so sad because idols keep debuting now with only 2 songs, which doesn't give me enough to fully stan a group compared to, let's say, like 17 or something, where they debuted with like a mini album and you get a few songs to kind of gauge how you feel. Because let's say we're just gonna like set up a scenario. Let's say IVE debuts and I like these 2 songs, so they don't have a comeback for a few months. I'm only stuck with 2 songs. Either I'm gonna love these songs, continue on, excited for the next album, only for their sound to change completely and I no longer really vibe with it, which is usually fine, but it's only fine to me when it's a group I already love and maybe I just don't like the comeback. Let's say like 17 released an album and I'm like, oh, not my vibe, not really liking it, but I love all their other hundreds of songs, so it's fine because I can just wait until the next one. But since they're a new group and you only have 2 songs to kind of go off of for however long until the next comeback, it's kind of like it doesn't give you enough, really. But that's just me. I know a lot of groups have debuted in the past with like just 1 song, or I know it's not like that new of a thing, but that's where I kind of hesitate with groups. Though, was this the group? Did they? No, this is Starship. You know what, they're Starship, so I'm kind of gonna trust that they're gonna have a comeback soon, because I've noticed Starship, at least from the groups I like, they tend to kind of have consistent comebacks. But it's weird because Gravity debuted with a mini album, so I don't know why IVE isn't. I think they're just taking lead off of other groups like Treasure and stuff. But the thing with Treasure is I like the boys already. Like, I already knew them. They had a reality show. So even though, like, I've even said in the reactions, even though they don't have many songs, I can trust that I'll always like them. They're a group where I'm like, I already like them, so the songs are kind of second nature for me. This, I don't know these girls, so, and I know some people have the advantage of already knowing them, but I don't know them, so I don't have like a 10-episode reality show where I was dying and waiting for them to debut. You know, it's kind of like one of those things where it's just scenario. But yeah, I know some of you guys already know them, so even though, like, let's say you didn't even like 11, or there's only 2 songs, it's like, well, you know you already kind of like them, I guess. But I am curious. We're gonna also do their debut showcase. This might get blocked. That's why I'm also doing the lyric video, just in case. So if there's like a weird cut, it's because it got blocked and it's gonna go on Patreon. But also, someone gave me a Patreon request. You can send requests on Patreon. I don't know how to, what the thing's called, but it's like a thing on 1VK, so 15 minutes, and I'm gonna do that after. That's why I quickly wanted to do this, so that I can watch that. But let's hop into the video. It says correct in the title, so I guess they fixed the video. Okay. She's adorable. I like her ears. A nerd. Oh, I'm loving the little ad-libs at the end, like picky, picky, sassy, sassy. I like that. It's very catchy. It gives me more traditional K-pop vibes as well. Like, the sound gives me new vibes, but the little ad-libs give me that old school vibe. Was Lisa in another another group. One Young is right, and I think Yujin. I'm so sorry, I'm new, so I'll have to do a guide or something. Turn it up a little. This song is a little more chill, but I like it. What I really like about this group is they have this sound of the new K-pop, but I feel compared to other groups, and this is no diss to any other groups, please know this, they have the sound of the new K-pop, but they are, you know, a lot of groups are very dance focused right now, or rap focused. I know there's probably going to be a rap in a second, but I've noticed their vocals shine a lot. And that's not saying other groups aren't having good vocals. They do. It's just their songs and the structure of their songs and everything aren't showing it. So you kind of almost have to... I always feel like I sometimes have to defend the group in a way like, hey, they have the vocals. The songs just aren't set for them. Like, they can sing. They're just not given songs that show it, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I really like this group because I can just hear a lot of their vocals so early in their music, and it's only 2 songs, but I'm surprised out of the 2 songs, like, they're showing how well they can sing. But there's also good production though, like, I like the production of the song. Listen to that, it already has a nice flow in there. Hey, yeah. Also a lot of different tones. Dang, she sounds stupid. At least you admit it. I like the message of the song, but it's also like, dang. But I like that they're admitting it. You know, in the song, it's not about them, really. Okay, Jen. Yeah, so far everyone showed some great vocals very early in. I feel like Ray maybe and Gail, I feel like not too much from them, but I may have just forgotten from before, so that was a really good song. I like 11 more, but let's see the performance, because oh wait, it's a little more simple, but let's see the performance because I'm excited. Now, if there's a cut here, it got blocked, so it's on Patreon, but you guys saw my reaction to the first one. I want to see how my opinion changes, because I usually don't do a song like lyrics then performance. It'll usually be a little later on that I watch the performance, so it's kind of cool to just instantly watch it again and see if I like it more or less, because there's been times where I've liked something less. Like, I'm like, oh, this actually isn't that catchy as I thought it was. Also, we're gonna get the dancing. I feel like they're not singing live. Let's see though. I say that because they're a new group, and a lot of times I feel like people start singing live a little later on. But let's see. Also, they're wearing those mics, which usually imply it's not live. Not all the time. Sometimes you sing live with those, but 90% of the time, no. There's some interesting dance moves. Also, this thing's really popular these days, like doing shapes, like here. I've seen a couple groups do it. I don't know if they're singing live right now. I don't mind if they are. It's like one time where usually it's kind of obvious. Here I'm kind of like, oh, either they're very good at pretending or it might be live. But for these shows, a lot of times it can sound live because they sang it live in the rehearsal and then they just play it like so it sounds more live. Does that make sense? But yeah, I can't tell. I actually cannot tell for once. It's interesting. Okay, that was a little. It looked a little not. I like how smooth these moves are compared to 11 because 11's a little more harsh. This one's more showing their smoother side. Oh, that's cool. I like that they have a lot of interactive choreo. It makes them look more mushed together rather than everyone's kind of just dancing the same dance. It reminds me a little bit of TXT, which is why I really like TXT's choreo. Like they're always kind of dancing with each other instead of just together. She reminds me a little bit of Yurin from Everglow. Is it just me? Probably. Just a little bit. Maybe Chewy from Joyce. But I like there's a lot of symbolism with cats. Like they're making a lot of cat motions and all that. Like the lyrics. Okay, yeah. I think I have a conclusion. I don't think they're singing live, or if they are, they're only singing some parts live, which is pretty much the most common way of doing it. Like the high note looked almost too effortless, but I don't really mind because this choreo is actually really cute, and I feel like it's a good way. They had this choreo versus 11's choreo. I think it showed. Like I said, it's sad that there's only 2 songs for this debut, but at least these 2 songs show 2 different versions of themselves while not being too much, like, too different. Like, it complements 11 a lot, but shows a more softer side to it, a little more chill side. So I like that. That was actually a good pairing. Why? What do they mean by chipmunks? I'm confused. That's what I was gonna say. They already showcased the rappers, or they rapped in the debut song. So I mean, I don't know. Like, they may not be rappers. They may just rap. But sorry about that. But they showcased everyone's vocals right away. Usually, it'll take a year or 2 to kind of see. But like I said in a lot of videos, 4th and 5th gen idols are already kind of having to be aces. While like 3rd and 2nd gen, you kind of find out later on, or they practice later on and show more, like rappers will show more of their vocals later, because that was their sole focus in the group was to be a rapper. While like nowadays you kind of end up doing both no matter what. So it's nice. I think I'm kind of instantly liking Liso a bit. Liso? I know, she kind of... I don't know, I like her face. I think she's really cute. She's adorable. and she just intrigues me a lot. She's a cutie pie. Yeah, so Yujin was in another group. But, yeah. Is it live? Let me know. I told you, this is the one group where I'm like, I don't know if they're live. Yeah, okay. Pre-recording. That's what I thought. I think a lot of people will just, this is no hate to anyone, a lot of people just instantly will think and assume everything's live. But my default, like, they'll like defaultly think it's live. My default is, I instantly, if I look at a stage, I'm gonna go, my mind goes, oh, this is, I already have it in my mind that it's not live. Because it's usually just not. And this goes for second gen too. There's a lot of second gen that do it. I don't know why people think it's new. I think it's more common new because, like, there's more harsh choreo. But, my mind always goes, if they're doing like a showcase or a comeback show, that's where I go, oh, this is probably not live. Concerts, I'm like, okay, this is live. Like, that's where my mind goes. Instantly, I think, oh, and it shows, like, end of the year shows, like Mama and stuff, probably not live. Unless, a lot of times rappers or main vocalists will have the good mic. And you can kind of tell they're, like, a main vocal or a rapper probably is doing it live. Depending on how good the rapper is, I guess. But like a main rapper and stuff like that, they're probably doing it live. Especially if the rapper's not a dancer, because they'll probably get a part where they're not doing dancing while they're rapping. You can kind of just pinpoint it. But my assumption is it's not live, or it's live, but like the high note and stuff maybe isn't. But I don't care. Good for, like, I'm not here for the vocals right now. I want to see the dancing. That's my forte. Like, I will only get a little sad like if they're not singing live at a concert, but so far I've never seen someone not sing live at concerts, which is always funny to me because people will go to like a concert and be like, oh, this person wasn't singing that well live. They're doing a concert and it's usually towards the end of the concert that they're not singing that well, but I don't care because like my mind goes, well, if you're doing 20 or 30 songs, you're probably going to end up towards the end of the concert not sounding that great. But it's cool, like, I'm just happy you're singing live. Like, what do people want? You can't please everyone. But I don't care if they're singing live for these because it doesn't matter to me. So if they are, great. If they're not, I don't care. Especially because they're a new group and they're so young. Like, I almost, like, rather them not sing live just because it could damage, like, their vocals, especially if they're not given good techniques and they're so young. So, like, after you're, like, 19 or 20... maybe if, I don't know how it works, like maybe if you get good training and stuff to make sure you're stable and not doing anything wrong, because I know there's like a lot of techniques where you can damage your vocals, and I've noticed a lot of people who are singers and they react to like a lot of K-pop groups, they're like, oh, their vocals are going to be very bad later on and it'll damage it in the long run. But whatever. Let me know what you guys think, but I liked it. I think still like 11 just a little more, but 11 was just so fun. Like, I loved 11. But yeah, I'll be checking out the other video for IVE later and look forward to that. And if there's other stuff, if you want to request anything, Patreon linked below. Well, there's other groups if you like more, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baby, I'm ready for you.